Oh, hello.
Poppin'.
Okay, let's do it.
You ready?
Am I allowed to move this a little bit?
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, move it.
Wait, hey, Rex. I'm just kidding.
I was supposed to be like, wah. Just a little bit, because I feel like it's like right in my face. Thank you.
She's a pro behind the mic, too.
Yeah. Hey, you can move it, too. That's why the little arm is flexible.
Yeah, trust me.
I'm not touching it now. I'm scared to touch it.
No, I get bitched at every episode because I go like this the whole time. All right. We rolling?
Let's go.
All right.
Yes.
All right, cool.
Sporting touch of hands. Round number one. There's that fast start, and that is the fastest knockout in bare knuckle fighting championship.
Hey, mama, no born in the Bronx, raised in Dade. Been in the city since Pit had braids. Bahapanti parties, plata know how to sneak me out. Now it's 7-figure meetings every day. We leave the house. It's game time. The game's mine. You know the vibe. Yo, viajado el mundo entero, reppin' 305.
Welcome to another episode of Don't Blink Podcast.
Yes.
As always, the kid in the building.
We in here, champ.
Today is number 100.
100, baby.
100. It's amazing. And it's amazing to have this awesome guest for 100.
Yes.
We got Supa Cindy in the building.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Wow, congratulations on 100.
Yeah.
That's like consistency, because most people start and don't keep going.
Exactly.
So congratulations.
That's 100 Tuesdays in a row.
Yeah, no stopping.
Every Tuesday, 7:30. You know what I'm saying? You tune in. You feel me? Thank you, all the subscribers.
Huge.
Yeah. Before we get into the episode, I want to say happy birthday. I just seen it was like a week ago, right?
Yeah. Hey,
happy birthday.
Around the world.
Happy
Okay.
birthday. Happy
I
birthday.
had everybody sick of Scorpios.
Yeah.
I talked about it so much. Everybody's like, shut up.
Scorpio season was chill out, man. Hey, thank you so much for joining us.
No worries.
Yeah, man. It's it's awesome to have you here in person because you're like and I mean this in a good way, but you're like a DJ Laz voice, where I've been hearing your voice for so many years on the radio. You know what I mean?
I'm the female Lázaro.
Right. The radio vet. Yeah.
I started it when I was 2 years old, though. So,
Wow.
I'm not an old lady. I just started when I was 2. I mean, 4. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, me too. Man, how you been? How's life treating you?
Taking things one day at a time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like things are so good and then something happens to like not stop you, but put an obstacle in your way.
Of course, it's life.
So you got to make the decision of, are you going to stop and use it as a stop sign, or are you going to go right over that speed bump?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you
with
take
these
things day by day. Don't take things personal. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I'm good. I could be a lot worse.
Yeah. And a lot of people are. And I like what you said. Life is like, things happen. It's a speed bump because it'll slow you down, but it ain't no stop sign where it's going to stop you,
Yeah, you got to make that decision. Am I going to just stop and quit and cry, or am I going to be like, F that, I'm going to drive right over this bitch and go keep going? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Cindy, we like to start our podcast, highlight our guests. So we like to start from the beginning. Born and raised. I saw you were born in Miami, and you got raised up in Queens.
Because my parents, when I was 11, got divorced. So I grew up in North Miami.
Okay.
My parents got divorced. So from one day to the next, my mom called my abuela, and we were like, we out. My mom had enough. So she, just picked up me, my sister, and her. We picked up. My brother stayed here with my dad. And next thing I know, from one day to another, I was living in Astoria, Queens, and I was officially a New Yorker, I guess, for the time being.
How was that? How old were you when that happened?
11.
Okay, so you were like old enough to
miss my friends and cry for the first month. Yes, I was old enough. But I got acclimated. The cold was crazy, but I mean, I can't even front. Like, growing up in New York really molded me into being the personality that I am.
For sure. Yeah.
Even though when I was growing up in Miami and I was younger, I was still a personality. I was always like, talkative and nice to meet you type of person. But like growing up in New York and having to take the train by myself, I didn't go to my local high school because in New York at the time you get to pick where you want to go.
Oh, nice.
So I was the only one out of my friends in Queens that took a school in Manhattan. I was by myself in the city, riding the subways. I didn't care and just YOLO, just did it.
And New York is quick. People, people grow up faster in that city because there's so much going on. You got to be quick. Yeah, there is a lot of independence there. Yeah. And I saw you're Haitian Dominican. What a mix there.
Yeah, my dad is Haitian. My mom is.
Sac passe?
Yeah, sac passe, but I don't speak it that much. I know the important words.
Right. Well, sac passe, that's what I know.
So vamos a hablar de mangú,
Exactly.
tres golpes, salami, queso fresco.
Sancocho.
That's awesome. Let's go. I didn't even know you spoke Spanish. Spanish?
Yes, I speak Spanish. Yeah. But I mean, I'm not like the most proper speaking Spanish, but when it's time to talk Spanish and rescue my ass, I speak Spanish.
We'll pop off.
Exactly.
We'll pop off quick.
Yeah.
So did you grow up with your Haitian side or Dominican side in New York?
In New York, my Dominican.
Okay.
I moved with my abuela, all my tias. Nice. So yeah, we was up there being Dominicans.
Manhattan, a lot of Dominicans up there too.
Yeah, what's crazy is I moved to Astoria to live with my grandmother and my aunts and my sister, but my mom moved to Manhattan. So she was living on 156 Broadway, Amsterdam, where all the Dominicans live.
Wow.
Yeah. We was in there.
Pure Dominican land.
Yeah, like, you had no choice over there.
So it was popping though.
Yeah. You know, I was in and out of New York back like in 2015, and I went by Astoria. Astoria is now like bars and like a college type place.
Posh,
it's lit.
And like,
right.
Like when I went there about 2 years ago to my cousin's wedding, I went to my block, 33rd and Ditmars, and when I went there, I'm like, wait a minute, where's the Top Tomato grocery store? It's like a cafe and drinking wine. And
Starbucks.
I'm like, what the hell?
There's white girls walking Frenchies and shit on the bar.
Yeah, it's just like here when you go to Little Haiti,
Wynwood.
It's all you know.
I was talking about that today because I lived in Wynwood 20 years ago when you couldn't be walking outside, you know what I mean, with little shorts and a Frenchie. Yeah, life is crazy. Everything's getting gentrified.
Yeah.
So you got there, you were 11. What's that? 11's like 6th grade, 5th grade?
Yeah.
So elementary school? Mm-hmm. And how was that for you?
It was like my first week was so terrible because I came from a Catholic school. I went to St. James in North Miami. Okay. Predominantly white people, you know what I mean? I was one of the few black people in the school. And then I went to the junior high in the school in New York. And it was like, I was just friendly to everyone. And everyone started calling me Miami girl, Miami. Because I was used to raising my hand to the Sister Margaret Marys of my classroom. Yeah. Can I go get some water? Yeah. So everybody was like, it's not water, it's water. I'm like, water? What the hell is that? You know? So wild. I got made fun of a lot. But I don't care. Like, I'm the type of person, I don't care what people say. So.
Yeah.
But it was nice. It was dope.
You got to have thick skin to be in, where you're at today, too. For sure.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I mean, the more you care, my motto is what you think of me is none of my business.
Right.
There you go.
Absolutely. No, and especially nowadays with the social media. You got like, you put up a post, you got like 1,000 beautiful messages, and you got that one.
And that's the one you're looking at.
Exactly. Bothers you. It burns a hole in your heart, right? Like, I want to find this dude.
Why do we do that? I don't understand.
For real. And so then middle school, were you into like any type of radio or music or anything like that? Dancing?
It was crazy. Like we had school dances,
break dancing,
and I was
in New York?
Into all that. Yeah, I was really into that, and all the guys. Because what's funny is at the school I was going to, the guys from Queensbridge Projects, were.
That's Nas in there, right?
Yeah, that's how I know Nas from back in the day.
Nice.
Were like going to the school, and so I always like really admired them. I'm like, they're so cool, because I wasn't used to that type, you know?
Yeah.
Until one day when I went to go sit down with them at lunch, and one of the girls stole my lunch, and I was like, yo, hold up. And I didn't fight or anything. I'm a little North Miami girl from Miami. I was like, excuse me, I'm going to go to the office now that you stole my cookies and my lunch, bitch.
Hey, shout out to that bitch. And then you went to high school up there in New York also?
Yes, I went to the High School of Fashion Industries in Manhattan. Nice. It was just so much fun. Okay. I just really, no disrespect to the 305, because I'm 305 till I die, I just really loved growing up in New York, because it gave me the independence.
Especially with fashion. Fashions, they were ahead of the game.
Yeah. I've been clubbing since I was 14. Like, I had that independence. My grandmother, I used to walk into the house and she used to want to rip my ears off because I broke curfew, but I didn't care. It was just the funnest.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I saw you went to college down here in Miami. When did you make that transition from New York coming back down?
So after high school, I barely graduated high school because all I wanted to do was cut class with my best friend and go to my mom's apartment in Manhattan and sleep all day and eat the $1.50 box of chicken and French fries that I used to buy. So when she caught wind that I was cutting class and she started taking out the cut cards before I got home, and I didn't know she was doing that. Basically, I had to sign into every class my junior and senior year. So I barely graduated, and when she did that, it saved my life. Because I had no intentions of taking SATs. I didn't want to go to college. I just wanted to have fun. That was like all I cared about. So,
trust me, I went down that route.
you know what I'm saying? So when that happened, my mom was like, as soon as you graduate, that's it. We're going back to Miami. I'm like, Miami? Why? Like, I didn't know anyone anymore. All my friends, we outgrew each other, like, you know, and I didn't know how to drive. I didn't know anything. And I thought my mom was joking me and just threatening me. No, she was dead ass serious. So I literally graduated in June. By September, we were packing all our stuff and we were here. And I was miserable here because I didn't know anything.
Of course.
I was a straight hip hop head. Here, it was all Uncle Luke and Booty Shake. I could not relate because I was into hip hop, straight hip hop.
This is the 90s?
Yeah, in the 90s when I came here. Yeah. So it was like all Uncle Luke and Booty Shake, and I just could not absorb that into my hip hop. So I was like, no, I'm New York. New York for life. You know what I mean?
Down here, they're like, pop that one.
I was like, what the heck is that? Like, I just didn't know because in New York, I never heard that before.
Right, of course.
But that was like for a month, and then you was like, I kind of liked it.
So when I started Miami-Dade, because I went to Miami-Dade, there was a group of New Yorkers. No, North Campus.
Okay.
There was a group of New Yorkers. So we used to all go to the South Beach clubs that had hip hop, like Sugar Shack and all those hip hop clubs. So we would do that. So I had a clique of New Yorkers or people from here that said they were from New York.
Right.
And that's like when I just started making friends, and because I had no friends here when I first moved here. I didn't know who to call, nothing. Didn't know how to drive, anything. So
and that era back in the 90s, New York music was like the music, you know what I mean? Everybody's coming out. Even Miami had a little bit of New York style, you know what I mean? We wore some Timberlands here and there.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to be New York,
Yeah. They're like, stop that, man. And then, so in Miami-Dade, you took radio classes?
What's crazy is I went to Miami-Dade to become a nutritionist because I've been diabetic since I was 10.
Okay.
So my dream was to be a nutritionist and teach people how to eat right, even though I ate like crap. And when I went to go apply for Miami-Dade, they were like, you're taking these science classes and math. I'm like, science and math? I didn't even take my SATs. What am I doing? I was like, hell no.
Is this high school?
You know, so I looked through the curriculum to see what was the easiest thing to take. And I was like, okay, I'll take radio and television.
Wow.
It doesn't entail science and math. And that's how I landed in radio and television, being lazy.
Wow.
But then you've been really hard working since.
Yeah, but what a blessing. What a blessing.
That led me. I mean, Miami-Dade really saved my life, let me meet a lot of people that I'm still friends with today. I love Miami-Dade.
Let's go.
Shouts out to Miami-Dade.
Let's go.
North Campus.
Hey, get it right.
We need the Supa Cindy Hall. You know what I mean?
You know, Miami-Dade, no disrespect, Miami-Dade College. They have never reached out to me. The 20 years I've been in radio, I've never done a commercial for them, never had a billboard, endorsed them, nothing. And I keep saying, hello.
Yeah,
I went to Miami-Dade.
Don't worry, you're on Don't Blink now. This will reach out.
They're going to see it. What's up?
Exactly.
Miami-Dade, what's up?
I had a few classes with Lucy Lopez.
Did you?
What? Yeah, we were like in the same class, like, you know, range of learning. I never really hung out with her back then, but I knew her from my classes.
Damn, that's
awesome.
dope.
That's awesome. And well, she ended up being the enemy because she's on Power 96, right?
Yeah, but that's my hermana for life.
I know.
She was the opposite. For many years, I was like, no, I never want. You know what I mean?
Come hang out. I can't.
No, we couldn't really be seen in public. We weren't allowed to like each other. But secretly,
crazy.
I'm like, with social media, definitely, girl, I love you. You're my hermana.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
Woman power.
So you started the radio in Miami-Dade, and how did you go from there? How did you continue that?
So what's crazy is
it started off like you're like, man, whatever, I'll take this.
I was really interested in television, and I wanted to be a camera woman for Channel 7 News. That was my goal in life. I want to be a camera woman and run after murders and film. I don't know how I was supposed to accomplish that, but I never thought that far ahead. And no one would hire me after I graduated. So my boy Teddy T was on the radio on 99 Jamz with Alvy Silk.
Yeah, legends.
Wow.
And he and I were supposed to start a magazine, and he's like, I know this drug dealer, he's going to front us the money. And I'm like, I don't care, let's just get it done. And I wrote a mock one, had my own magazine. I can't remember what we called it. And then he said, Soup, well, I wasn't Soup then. He's like, Cindy, I have something to tell you. I'm like, what? He's like, the drug dealer got arrested. I'm like, what? I was crying. He's like, no, don't cry. Just come to the radio station. Maybe I can find something for you to do. So I started writing for him and I'll Be Silk, like their contests, their game shows, all this stuff like that.
Wow, that's awesome.
And he's like, just intern for us. So for 2 years, I worked for free, not a nickel.
Yeah.
In the meantime, realized that I love radio and had so much fun. In the meantime, my college job that helped me and my mom pay our bills, because I was really paying all the bills in the house.
Right.
I worked at FPL.
Okay.
Ended up getting fired because I was BSing at the radio station so much.
Oh, shit.
And my mom was pissed
Another
off.
blessing in disguise there.
A blessing in disguise. And honestly, I really never even told my mom, because at the beginning when I was an intern, they didn't let me talk. I was just like background person.
Just writing.
And one day when I started saying a few words here and there, my mom was like, Cindy, déjame preguntarte algo. I'm like, what? She's like, tú estás en radio. And I was like, why? And she goes, mi amiga te oyó riendo, because I had such a distinctive laugh. And I was like, yeah, Mom, I'm on the radio. And she's like, oh, okay. And that's how she found out. I never told her because she was so against me going over there and effing up my job at FPL. So, and that's how she found out that I was on the radio.
And how'd you? I know there's a big jump, but I'm gonna go back. But how'd you get to like where you're at today, where you're the person in the radio, just staying consistent there?
Consistent, crying a lot, not taking things personal. When you get overlooked, because you get overlooked a lot in radio. In order to move up in radio, someone has to quit, which they rarely do.
Right.
Someone has to die.
Right.
Someone has to get sick and be gone for a few months and you get a little spot. It's crazy. Like, the spots are not open like that.
Right.
Just randomly, you're going to go into a radio station and get the top position.
Right.
So, I got fired before from 99 Jamz. Was asked to come back, said hell no. I was working with Planet Pit and Teach and Pitbull.
Yeah.
When I got fired, I worked over there. And they were the only ones that helped me. So shouts to Pit and Teach.
Were you at that building right there with the Venetian?
Yeah. That's where I worked for 3 years.
Okay.
And so shouts to Armandito. And
That's my brother.
And I worked there, but then they asked me to come back and I refused. And they were like, no, come back. So my friends were like, Cindy, this is your calling. Go back. So I went back and really started part-time, because the reason why I got fired was for a syndicated show, which a syndicated show is like the Breakfast Club that is like 20 cities.
Yeah, everywhere.
And all the local people get fired, whatever show was there, for a syndicated show moving in. It's cheaper for the company.
Oh, because they bring their own people in.
So they got a show that's in 30 cities. They don't need 30 local shows.
I got you.
You got it?
Gotcha.
So me and Big Lip got fired from the morning show to make room for Ricky Smiley's syndicated show. I was devastated and hurt. Like I said, worked for Pitt for 3 years. They asked me to come back. I'm like, no. And then I was like, all right, I'll come back. And it was to run the board and be the local weather and traffic for the show I got fired for. So I was doing traffic weather for the Ricky Smiley show. Talk about how many mornings I cried on that board, because I just saw my whole career flash before me. Yeah. But that's like a lesson. You have to humble yourself. Like, I was like, F that, I'm not doing it. And then I was like, all right, let me just do it, whatever. And it led me to where I am now. Wow. Like, regardless, people could front, people could whatever they want to say. I'm the queen of Miami radio, period, point blank.
Talk that.
And that's my throne. And that's why I'm known as a queen. I stamp everything with a queen. Yeah. But I'm kind to everybody. I'm good to people. I help a lot of people. But I'm still going to, my respect due.
Absolutely the queen of radio.
No games.
Yeah.
No, and like I said earlier, you're absolutely the queen of radio. When I hear your voice, it's just like, it's like a Laz has this thing. I've been hearing Laz since the 80s. It just goes together, you could be with your eyes closed. You hear it, like, that's 99 Jamz. Yeah. Supa Cindy. I know a lot of opportunities came from your position too. I know you made some movies.
I've been in a few.
Okay. I saw one called GED.
You saw GED?
No, but I heard about it.
GED never came out, and I've never seen it. But I was like in Hoochie Mama biker shorts with construction boots, and I was like, when this movie comes out, I'm gonna literally die. And I never saw it. So I don't even have that footage. I don't know what it looks like or what it is.
Yeah.
Hello?
We gotta
make sure, go find the GD. Yeah,
we gotta.
What she said. You heard what she said. It's a 100 episode exclusive.
Go find it. It's gonna pop up on Netflix.
Let's go.
The most watched. And you know what, Greg? So you've had a lot of little moments that kind of led you to where you're at today. What would you think was your most impactful moment that probably got you to your position today?
So many, but I just think the consistency of just grinding all the time. Like I said, not stopping when something bad happens to you, when you're overlooked. Because I got overlooked so many times, and I was like, what am I doing wrong? What can I do to get out of this rut? Yeah. But I think when I finally was confident, like, yo, just because I'm overlooked doesn't mean that I'm not that it girl. It's just not my time. So let me just keep working hard. And I kind of forced their hand to give me the respect that I'm owed. And just the way things worked out, they just played step by step is all I could really say. Like, there was no one moment. It's just an accumulation of just not giving up. Right. I am the poster child of not giving up, because I could have gave up a long time ago.
That's great, because that's like our motto here on Don't Blink, because we've, you know what I mean, anybody that's gotten to a certain position has been there, where you're like, you know, you get stepped on for a long time until you start making the steps going on the way up.
And people see you and think, you know, I want to be where she is.
Yeah, they think
if you only knew what I went through to get to where you wouldn't want to be.
they say, you know, the saying is you're an overnight success that took 15 years to get there.
There you go.
Mine 20.
Yeah, I'm still working on mine too.
That's all you could do.
Yeah. Do you ever do any? Did you ever work any music? Produce any music or anything like that?
Yeah. Okay. So my manager, he and I work on a lot of music. I have 4 ciphers that have already come out. They're called Miami Ciphers. I'm working on my 5th.
Okay, dope.
I just need one more person that I'm waiting for their vocals. Miami Cipher 5, but it's actually the Florida edition, because there's so many hot rappers in the state of Florida. Right. So I just heard the uncut version today, and it is fire. So keep your eyes open for that.
Nice.
And I also, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, so Miami Cypher 5 is coming out, and I also do freestyles at the station. Okay. It stopped after COVID, and I was doing it virtually. I hated it, but now we're back in the studio at 99 Jamz doing freestyles. So I just started about 3 weeks ago.
You freestyle? You can freestyle?
No, not me. I'm hosting someone freestyling every Friday. Okay. I post it on my IG every Friday.
Can we do like one, but like right here between us?
What, a cipher?
Yeah.
That's what I want to ask you. Like, so the cipher, what is it? You have a couple of people rapping against each other?
No, just her and the rapper.
No, so the freestyles are me and one rapper freestyling. Okay. The ciphers, I get like the 4 or 5 hottest rappers in Miami, because they were Miami ciphers at the time.
Like unsigned hype?
Unsigned, just overlooked, but got videos, got a wave, got a fan base. Okay. Put about 5 of them, and they're just lit. I want everyone to go to my YouTube page at Supa Cindy and see all my ciphers. I even did an LGBTQ plus one with Bobby Lights and a bunch of
Bobby,
and Bobby don't play. They could play. I know Bobby's real extra with his reality show now and everything. It's funny, hilarious, but Bobby can really rap. Yeah. So I just wanted to honor them as well and give them a platform, because if they're a LGBTQ plus rapper, no one's paying attention to show them love. You know what I mean? But this was like 4 years ago I did it. Now it's a little bit more open with like the Saucy Santanas and stuff like that.
Yeah. So. Demographics definitely got
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's dope, man. So you
could freestyle.
Oh, let me ask you: is it like original beats, or you get like they get to pick their beats? How does that work?
So the cipher, my A&R, my manager Jeff, he picks the beats. He has the most awesomest ear for beats. We work with Dr. Seuss and really dope producers, and they give us a beat, and then they just go and we pick the rappers. Are you gonna freestyle?
Nah.
No.
If you give me an intro.
Okay.
Don't freestyle, pay style.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do a pay style.
Go ahead.
It's your girl Supa Cindy here with the freestyle Don't Blink edition. Stop playing with us. Too nice. Go kill it. I see you. Let's go.
Okay. Now I gotta do it, right?
Yes, you gotta do it.
Rex, put the beat up a little bit. Look, I said Supa Cindy, welcome to Don't Blink. I freestyle real fast. It's like I don't think. This is episode 100. Supa Cindy, look at the team and how we run it. Freestyle off the top while I'm sitting down. Uly Monster to the left, he ain't playing around. Competition, you just see how we knock him down. Competition, you just see how I knocked it down. See, I'm a monster, cause this is what a monster do. And I'm a part of that, cause I'm a monster too. And Supa Cindy here rocking with the monster crew, and you already know what we about to do. Supa Cindy, let me hear you say 100. 100. Supa Cindy, let me hear you say 100. 100. Episode 100.
Let's go.
Episode 100. Episode 100. Episode 100.
Hey.
Supa Cindy, you already know what it is, who it is, and how it's going down.
Yeah, we just got Cypher number 6 started.
Let's go. We done changed the game. Welcome to Don't Blink.
Oh, that was fire off the top of the dome. I respect that.
Kills it every
And
time.
everything was off the top. Him playing it, all of that just happened right now, like synchronized energy just through the room.
Yeah. I got goosebumps.
That's our sound engineer.
Yo,
I love that.
that was fire. I think I need to. I already have a list of like 6 people to do the freestyle, but I'm going to put you number 7.
Let's go.
Hitting you.
Let's go.
Thank you. I just worked for mine.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a trial.
That's like 100 push-ups. That's like 100 push-ups right there. I'm back in the house, baby.
That's awesome. What's your YouTube channel again? What is it?
Supa Cindy, Supa Cindy.
Okay, we're gonna put it right here on a hit the link in bio.
Yeah.
And what are you working on right now? I know you do the ciphers. What else you got like popping off right now?
Well, right now, for Art Basel,
that's right.
Teaming up with SoundCloud, and I'm hosting their new wave. They're having like a whole weekend of events, but that one December 1st, it's like a whole day of events and panels and stuff like that. But I'm hosting the new wave part of their performances with mad up and coming dope worldwide artists that they have performing, and I'm hosting that stage. It's gonna be fire. Dope. It's a free event, so come through. But I'm also giving away VIP tickets on my IG, so just follow me and I'll tell you how to give that away and win that.
Once again, hit the link in bio.
It's nice to be at a free party, but when you in VIP at a free party, that's even better.
You feel me? With Supa Cindy on the mic, you know what I mean? Hosting the vibes.
Exactly.
How do you find these unsigned hypes?
Honestly, when people refer them to me and bring them to my attention, and my A&R Jeff, they'll be on both our radars, or people start hitting me up. I go look at their IG, see what they got going on.
Yeah.
It's really sad when someone tells me, "Oh, this guy is the best and he's popping," whatever, and his IG is dead.
Yeah.
That's not realistic nowadays. You have to have social media involved.
100%.
Even if you post something and you only have like 100 likes or whatever. If I see you're consistent, I'll take you more serious. Right. But if you're posting, the last post was in March, I'm like, really? Like, what am I supposed to do with that? You know what I mean?
What's anybody supposed to do with that?
Yeah, so a lot of people refer them. I go on IG, scroll, and see people popping. I'm like, who's that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, hell yeah. So, to that, like, remember, I was saying it before we started the show, but back in February 2020, when we dropped the Only in Dade record, that same sort of like scenario. Shouts out to George. Shouts out to my OG George from Golf Liquors.
Yeah,
he had heard the record. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna send this. Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna send it to Supa Cindy. I'm gonna send it to Supa Cindy. And then sure enough, they had like a competition going on. Like you had to submit the song, and
we had co-sign.
Yeah, so we had people to vote and all that stuff. And we went to the radio station, and it was pretty dope.
And I'm gonna take you behind the scenes real quick one time too, because Two Night's been helping me with my marketing and everything. I'm a fighter, so he's been helping me behind the scenes with the team. And a couple years back, we go to Only in Dade, and they're making this. They're like, "Oh, we're making an Only in Dade song," and we're like, "Man, hey, hold up, man! Look at Two Nice. He spit a freestyle, got on. They were like, "Yo, fire!" But I got on.
Just like this.
Like one thing of advice is you always got to be ready.
Right. Oh,
like if that opportunity would have come and Two Nights was like, "No, wait, I'm not ready," or "Wait, I could come back next week and do it." No, go back.
It's gone. That opportunity is gone.
Yeah.
You got to be
stay ready, so you don't have to get ready.
Yeah, there you go. No, and the team too. The team was definitely part of that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like I could freestyle, but if it wasn't for the team having that meeting there and having all that happen, because it wasn't even for that. That's another thing. We were to go talk about Uly's fighting and the next fight.
That's how opportunities come up, though. It's crazy.
And we was ready right there.
That's exactly how they happen. Definitely.
So December 1st is the panel of
SoundCloud.
What's it called? Art Basel.
SoundCloud for Art Basel. Hell yeah.
And the performances.
Art Basel is the biggest like art show in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that till like a year or two ago. I heard. I'm like, no shit, Miami is popping.
It done grew up already.
Yeah, in Wynwood, dog, of all places, it's blown up.
But throughout the years, Art Basel has really changed because it's grown into a music festival in a sense too. Because the events are so backed by music. Because art art is so intertwined with music.
Yeah.
So
of course.
they've really combined them. There's a lot of events going on that weekend. Shout out to my boy Gil Green. He has his event also. That's 305, you know.
Shout out to
You
Gil.
just really got to support our 305 family when they're doing events with so many out-of-towners.
Absolutely.
So
Hell
definitely.
yeah. No, shouts out to Dism. Shouts out to our boy Dism. He has a couple events. He's going to be lit on Art Basel. I was with him the other day painting some dope ass shit.
I saw that.
Crazy.
That. And they just did like an article on them too. Shout out to Dism. Damn, so that's awesome, man. We gotta Don't Blink's gotta pop up December 1st at the Art Basel.
You know what I mean? And I'm gonna be like, yo, Cindy, just pass me the mic. Pass me the mic. I know. I'm not on the list. I know.
Hey,
come on.
pass him the mic. Let me get those VIP tickets. I ain't trying to stand in no free crowd. You guys crazy.
Nah, but I'm gonna need you on stage because you know they're gonna come chase me.
Okay,
Who is this guy with the half beat? Get this guy on stage.
I'll be, directing people.
Or knocking them out. One of the two.
What's the secret, right? And I've learned this, but sometimes I don't have the guts to do it.
Act like
When you walk into a place, especially like a VIP section, you have to walk with the confidence that you're supposed to be there. Because when you start looking around, like, am I gonna? You start showing.
That's
like,
the casual
doubt
right
and
there.
fear,
That's the
they'll kick
casual.
your ass out.
No,
this guy right here.
No, this guy's a man of that right here. Mikey's behind the scene, and
I belong here.
Yeah, and the most important one is when they go, hey, just keep walking.
Yeah.
So you feel that hand on your shoulder.
I love that.
Cindy, man, I got a question for you that we've asked your guest number 100. We've asked this question 100 times, and we get a different crazy answer
scared.
every time.
Yes.
Do you believe in aliens?
Oh my God. I do believe in aliens. I believe in UFOs and everything like that. My boyfriend was obsessed with what's the show on Discovery that was on?
Ancient Aliens?
Oh my!
To the point,
You see how we know that so fast?
One Christmas, I gave him an Ancient Aliens T-shirt.
Oh,
That's how
shit.
obsessed he was with it. It's driving me crazy. I believe in aliens, but when they start saying that it's not God, it's science, that's when it starts like throwing me off. Like, yeah, I believe in God too much, but I also believe in aliens. They do exist. Those spaceships be flying around, and
You see some stuff? You seen some stuff? You seen some spaceships in
No,
there?
I haven't. I saw it on YouTube.
The only time I've seen, I tell you guys all the time, the only time I've seen aliens, like when I'm walking out of like space or booby trap or something, 5 in the morning.
Aliens.
Like,
You're getting the hand sign,
yeah, I see them getting in Ubers and shit. It's weird.
So you guys don't believe in aliens?
And so it's always fascinated me, but like to me, that's super unexplainable, but like there's shit here on Earth, like the pyramids and many other things that are so unexplainable, and it fascinates me, you know what I mean? And aliens something too, because again, like everybody thinks, we can't be the only thing floating around the galaxy, and this shit is, the galaxy is trillions
Infinite.
of, exactly. So I think my thought sometimes I say that we're the aliens ant farm. Like they're watching us like, look, these guys fucking shit.
We've even had a guest come and say that like they could be, was it like frequencies, or like they can be like, they can exist but like in different frequencies and shit that we don't really see it and shit.
And it was damn, our boy
Julian,
yeah, that
Julian
big
Booth.
one. He's like
Oh, Julian?
yeah, Julian Booth. He's like the thing is, it's scary if they exist, and it's scary if they don't exist. You know what I mean? So
imagine we really are the only one.
I believe in them though.
yeah,
I believe, but to a certain extent, when they start replacing God in the whole scenario, I'm like, I'm straight. Bye.
yeah.
Okay.
Dios te bendiga. Bye bye.
I'm a God guy too.
Yeah, man.
Cindy, if for a young Supa Cindy out there watching right now, trying to figure out her life, trying to do what trying to figure out where she's got to go, what wise words can we drop on her?
Back in the day, my advice to people was a lot different. I think now this generation is their mindset with social media. They want instant gratification. Right. So it's not the same advice that I would give back in the day. I would say, honestly, as much as you can, be kind, be consistent, and don't be entitled. Don't feel like you're supposed to get everything. You got to humble yourself and be patient to a certain extent, obviously, but don't feel like you should be getting everything the third day you're out of place. Like, relax and sit your ass down.
You got to work that keyboard sometimes.
You know what I'm saying? There's levels. Just do the levels. Can I break format right now? I don't know.
You can do whatever you want.
I wanted to ask you something. So we talked about this morning on the Pac Jam Morning Show. And I wanted to ask two guys,
two
good-looking guys.
I love it.
Oh, you better stop playing with me.
So, hey,
I just got a haircut, man.
And he's sporting a no mustache too, right here for the 100. You feel me?
Okay, clean face.
Okay, so what's up? What we working with? Oh my God.
So what we talked about, there was a woman on TikTok that said women should not be searching through their men's phones, especially if the men are taking care of the household, like paying the bills and taking care of the household. A woman should not be looking through a man's phone because when you search, you find. So they were like, just live your best life. Let your man be great. If he respects you and loves you, just do that, but don't touch his phone.
Okay.
And I wanted to know your opinions of what you think about that. And I hope I don't get both of you in trouble.
No,
but I want to, what is it?
I stay in trouble.
Because he's paying everything? Because he's paying everything? You saying like, because he's paying everything, you shouldn't be able to look. So what if he's not paying everything? Should be.
I mean, I feel like if he's not taking care of the household, he might not have the same respect as someone who's really holding down the household.
So like either way, you got to look through the phone.
I mean,
you're making the question complicated.
I know, now you're confused.
if you're paying the bills, you think your girl should, be looking through your phone?
Nah, I mean, in general, no. Like that's like, or nah, not really, no.
Yeah. Well, the way I feel about it is that if you're taking that step where you're looking through my shit, we shouldn't be.
Yeah, we shouldn't. You should be able to trust the vibe off rip.
Shit should be over with. If I'm giving you that vibe, or if you're giving me that vibe, like I'm not better than anybody, but I'm better in this situation. I got to get out of here. You know what I mean? Like,
that's a good answer.
Thank you.
But you know what I felt about it was that when I was like 22 or something, I had a boyfriend and I went through his phone. And they said when you search, you're
gonna find, of course.
I found he had a baby on me. He had another separate girlfriend. So I got pissed, cried, was hurt, felt betrayed, and 4 months later I got back with him. So what's the purpose of touching someone's phone and looking through it? I'm like, you're gonna stay anyway, like whatever. So I just never touch my man's phone or anything like that. But I do feel like I don't agree when men put their phone face down and look like they're trying to hide something. Why are you putting it face down? Just leave, you know what I mean? If I want to look through it, if I want to use it to call my phone to find my phone, because I lost my phone somewhere in the house, you should let me pick up your phone. So that was a conversation we had this morning. And
I usually leave the phone in my pocket too. And it's not.
He sleeps with it in his pocket.
No.
Why? Too nice.
Yeah, because like if I'm with my girl, like I'm with my girl. You know what I'm saying? And even having the phone up or like visible, that's like a distraction. You feel me? Because if the only time that I have is when we do this, like at least, boom, I'm giving you my all. You know what I mean? It's in my pocket. You know what I mean? Let's respect. We're having dinner. Cool. Let's have dinner. You know what I mean? Let's talk. We don't got to TikTok. All right, take the picture. Take the picture.
No bullshit. Like, look, yesterday I went to go eat dinner last night with my girl, with my mom and her mom. And there's like 2 or 3 tables next to us. There's 5 people, and everybody's nobody's even talking. I'm like, are you guys texting each other?
I can't digest that. I hate that.
Yeah, me neither. But yeah, and also like on that topic, if if you're doing something wrong, you're gonna feel like they're doing something wrong on you too. You know how it goes.
That could be something too.
Yeah. Babe, I'm coming home.
Yeah,
I love you, baby.
Me too. We celebrating. It's 100. Get the champagne out the freezer. I left it there. It's cooking, baby. Let's go open the oven.
Episode 100.
Yes.
How
100
exciting.
Tuesdays in a row. Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Check us, Don't Blink Podcast. Supa Cindy's been amazing having you on.
Thank you so much. I feel honored to be seeing.
Yeah, hell yeah.
We saved it for you. Trust me. We've been doing, we've been working, but we're like, no, not that slot, bro. That's too.
Shouts out to Mike and shouts out the whole team, man.
And not that all our guests aren't special, but you ain't super, baby. All right? Let's go.
Super power.
No, thank you so much. It's been amazing having you on. Happy birthday to many, many more.
Yeah.
May you live as long as you want and not want as long as you live.
Hey, I like that.
I'm a gentleman and a scholar. Man, it's awesome. First of all, where can our guests find you on Instagram and on
every platform? Supa Cindy, SUPA Cindy. Follow me on every movement. YouTube. See all my music videos. A lot of music coming out, and maybe even I'm not gonna say that. I don't know.
What, you were gonna tell them like even with me?
Yeah. No, you're coming to the 99 Jams freestyle. We already said that.
Let's get it.
But I'm just keep following my movements because a lot of big things are coming that I just can't really talk about.
Yeah, of course. Don't do it. Yeah, exactly. Don't do it.
I'll come back episode 125 because by then it should.
Perfect.
It should
let's go. You heard it right here first. That one should be easier.
Yes,
125. She called it right there.
Mike, we need you to put out the emails and all that right now. Right?
Tomorrow.
Shouts to Mike.
And where? How can they call? What's the number?
No, 99 Jamz.
That's it.
Sorry. Wait. We'll edit that out. 99 Jamz. What number can they call if they want to freestyle? They want to get the VIP tickets.
No. Well, the tickets for the SoundCloud party are through my IG.
Okay.
So it's not through the radio station.
Okay.
But the radio station is 866-991-5269.
That's it.
But me, Supa Cindy, follow my movements, freestyles, Miami Cypher 5 coming soon, Art Basel, SoundCloud, Gil Green's party, just mad stuff going on.
That's awesome.
Let's go.
There's too much. Keep up.
I
like
and
that.
shouts to all my Haitians and all my Dominicanos. I love y'all. Hispaniola way for a reason.
We got some tamboras and guira downstairs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wish I knew how to do that,
Me
man.
too. I tried it the other day. I'm like, what am I doing? Terrible. Cindy, again, it's been amazing having you on. Thank you so much for blessing us.
Thank you.
Truly appreciate it. And hopefully we'll be there at that party December 1st.
No,
Hell yeah, we will be.
In the VIP section.
I already said it. Yeah, you're going to be in the VIP.
Hey, we'll work something out. I know some people. You know what I mean? Hey, thank you so much, man. Episode 100, Don't Blink podcast. Meet the kid, Supa Cindy, in the building.
Yes. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Love y'all. Don't blink, mofos.
Pow. No pow? Hit it with the pow. 100.
Oh,
Hold on. Cindy.
Yes.
I almost forgot to ask you.
Yes.
Oh,
Grammy?
Well, I was part of the 2021 or 2022 inductee class, so I'm a Grammy member now.
Wow.
Yes,
Hell
I'm excited about that.
Congrats.
And in 2021, September 21st, the city of North Miami Beach gave me a proclamation.
Wow.
So to celebrate that, on September 21st of 2022, I fed 600 families, teamed up with Farm Share, and gave back. And then that was a Wednesday. And then on the Saturday, I had Supa Cindy Day, which was a music festival.
That's amazing.
Off the chain. It was so much fun. And I even teamed up that day with the Florida Rights Restoration Coalition, where they were paying returning citizens or ex-felons, returning citizens fees to, we were paying their fees so that they can register to vote, get back in the system clean.
That's awesome.
So we paid about like 40 something because like a lot of them had, their names were in credit, and so it's more research to clear that up. But we cleared a lot of people's fines and got them back in the system.
What a blessing.
And so Supa Cindy Day, got a Grammy. I'm a Grammy class member.
What was the nomination for the Grammy?
Well, no,
she becomes a class member, so you'll be able, like, you
to vote
voting, right?
Yes.
Oh, that's badass. Wow.
Yes.
Wow. And a key to the city too, right?
Yes, on the day of Supa Cindy Day, they surprised me with a key to the city of North Miami Beach. So
you got on your keychain, and it's like one of those big.
No, my nephew asked me, Tia Cindy, what does the key open? I was like, it lets me cut the line at Walmart. But only the one in North Miami Beach, not all Walmarts.
Back in the day when I was running the streets, I used to say I had the key to the city, but it was a crowbar.
It opens anything.
Something else I wanted to talk about too. Since you got here in the 90s and started doing your thing, you saw a big transition in like Miami music. You saw like the Pitbulls, you know what I mean?
Yes,
and you saw like a lot of
Ross, Khaled. I'm in the same class.
Well, Khaled was with you in the radio station.
Yeah, he was my DJ on my radio show.
Right. Wow.
And look at him now, just amazing. He's
God did.
And God will.
Yeah. Amen.
Yeah. So Ross, Pitbull, Flow Rider. Like I was in the same class of all of them.
Wow.
So I love to say, I was with Armandito, aka Pitbull, when he had a ponytail, guys.
Yeah. There you go.
I might get sued for that. That's my brother.
Okay. You can't do that.
Yeah. Hey, thank you so much again. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
this is round 2 for everybody that don't know.
We forgot a few things.
Yeah, we love y'all.
I think me and Two Nights got something great going on. We got some great guests coming up. It's gonna be dope. We got some dope people that already signed up to do it with us, which is great. A lot of people show us love, and it's because we love them back for sure.